I'm Ainsley, and today I'm going to introduce Billie Eilish. Okay, okay. First part of my presentation is the introduction of why I chose Billie Eilish and a brief information about Billie Eilish. So, why I chose Billie Eilish is because that she got famous at a young age. I think most of us knew her because of the song Bad Guy, and that's when she was in 17. And I think she always be herself, like she always wear weird clothes and sing weird songs and with weird hairstyle. So with her unique style, I think that's one of the reasons that she become famous. And I think she is very pretty, but she's sometimes creepy. So many people say that she is the girl with angel face, but a sad and dark inner. So this page is about is some brief information about Billie Eilish. So you can see this is Billie Eilish's full name. Pirate is actually her nickname. Is the name that her brother originally wanted to name his sister. But of course, no one will name your daughter to be Pirate. So this became her nickname, and she kind of liked it. So she put it in her middle name. And she was born in 2001, so she is 20 years old now. She was born in Los Angeles, and she debuted in 2015 with the song Ocean Eyes. And actually, Ocean Eyes is the song that written by her brother and her, because her brother is also a producer and a singer. So they originally write this song for her brother's band, but then her brother thinks that Billie Eilish's voice is more suitable for this song. And also, Eilish's ballet teacher promised her to choreograph by this music. So she just recorded and uploaded to SoundCloud, and then everyone think her voice is so beautiful, so she became famous with Ocean Eyes. And she released her first album in 2019, When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? And she won 5 Grammys in 2020. And the biggest prize of Grammy is the Album of the Year. She is the youngest singer to win this prize. And also she broke the records of winning 5 Grammys in the same year. So I will start with this quote. This quote is said by Billie Eilish in her interview of Vogue Britain. She said that, "My thing is that I can do whatever I want." I think this quote is best represents her attitude toward her life. So this is what I think Billie Eilish was elected by Time 100. First, of course, she has amazing music talent. She started composing since she was 11, but I think the main reason that she was elected is because of her attitude. Because actually she is still a little girl, so she needs to face many public eye, and she cares about it, of course. But she has her own attitude to deal with the difficulties she encountered in her life. So this part is about the main discussion of Billie Eilish's attitude. Okay, first, I will talk about her diseases. She has the CAPD and Tourette syndrome. So I will explain what is CAPD. CAPD is a brain disease that, although her hearing ability is okay, but she can't understand what you mean. At first, she needs more time to understand what you mean. And Tourette syndrome, everybody knows that she will have tics on her face. Tics means that repeating movement on her face. So people just say, "Oh, she just did weird expression on the interview," and she just admitted on Instagram, say, "Oh, I have Tourette syndrome," because she wants to tell her fans that it doesn't matter if you have this syndrome, because I'm Billie Eilish and I have the same disease as you. So the screenshot is from her interview on Ellen Show. She said, "At first, I didn't want to talk about my disease because I didn't want that to define who I was. But I know that after that, I know that my fans many of my fans has the same disease, and I want to tell them that it's okay if you admit that you have Tourette syndrome. So I'm Billie Eilish, and I have Tourette syndrome. Okay, and this topic, body positivity, is the most famous topic that Billie Eilish involved in. You can see the picture on the right of the screen. This is when she came out. I think everybody know her when she wear like that, right? She wear baggy clothes and looks like pajama maybe. And she say there are several reasons that she wear this kind of clothes. First, she like to be noticed. She want to catch people's eyes, so she know being weird is a way to catch people's eye. And of course, there's another reason is that she is still a young girl and she care about how people look at her. People start gossiping about her body shape or something. She want to hide it in these oversized clothes, so no one can. She say no one can judge my body shape. They can't say, oh, you have a fat ass, you have a flat ass, so no one can judge me. They can just notice other part of me, my clothes or my fashion. They don't gossip my body shape. And the left on the screen, this screenshot is the film she made. It's called Not My Responsibility. If you guys have time, you can search it on YouTube. It's about her opinion toward body shaming. She wants to tell everybody that the body is mine and I can do whatever I want. I can wear whatever I want to on my body, and it's not my responsibility to follow what you guys want. So in the middle of the screen is the picture taken last year for her second album, Happier Than Ever, and also it is the Vogue Britain's magazine cover. And everybody say, oh, you dye your hair blonde and you wear these sexy clothes, but you said you don't want to sexualize female body. And she said, oh no, I want to show my body so I can decide it. I want to show my body now. It's not like before. I want to show my body now. She kept emphasize that. So she just fight back these she just fight back people on the internet. Okay, so the next sentence is all about what makes you feel good, is what she said about the magazine cover. She said, if you think it's time to show your body, then show it. Okay, so next part, you can see the title, Everything I Wanted. Everything I Wanted is one of Billie Eilish's songs, and the song is talking about her depression before and how she conquered it. So why I use the song name as the title is because I want to emphasize that Billie Eilish is not afraid of talking about any sensitive issues in her lyrics. Like she talk about drug use. She doesn't like people to use drugs, and also she talk about she wanted to suicide, and she want to hurt herself, and she have a depression. Everybody think you can't write these negative things in your lyric. You can't write these creepy things in your lyrics, but she think I want it. She said you don't need to understand my song. You just listen to it. So these 5 words is what I saw in her lyrics: dark, creepy, mental illness, rebellious, and brave. You can see the picture on the left. It's her first time showing up without these baggy clothes. It's taken by the reporter, of course. And you can see her face. She think doesn't care about what she wear, but people just criticize her again. Oh, you look like a 30-year-old woman. You need to lose your weight or something. So, and then she write a new song called Therefore I Am. And there's a lyric in Therefore I Am said, I'm not your friend or anything. I don't need to care about what you say about my body, because I just want to do it, and this is my body. I love it. So I think this attitude is very good. And Billie Eilish once said that she doesn't like to follow the trend. If the trend goes the east, and she will go to the west. That's why she always write these rebellious lyrics in her song. Okay. Then I will go to the conclusion is why she is influential. First, she directly show her feelings. If she think the thing is right or she think it's wrong, no matter how the trend goes, she just say her really opinion, and she never be afraid of being herself, because she think if you think you are great, then the fact is you are great. You don't need to care about others. So she make people feel related, especially young people. I think her lyrics tells many worries we have too. Like, I think we care about our appearance because people will talk about our appearance, and so many people say that she is the Generation Z icon. Generation Z means that people was born after 1999. So, of course, we are Generation Z. So many of us seen Billie Eilish as our model. Okay, and also she has an inspirational spirit. Although she sings some dark lyrics, but I think that's the sign of her brave, because that means she doesn't afraid to face the dark side of life. She just used some inspirational spirit to make people say that it's okay to being fragile because everyone has fragile parts in their heart, but you just need to find your own way to face it. Like, her own way is directly face it and directly fight back. And she felt brave to face the dark side of life, just like I previously mentioned. And I think that's why she was elected by Time 100, is that although she is afraid of being hurt like other little girls, but she chose to be strong. She chose to fight back for herself and stand up for herself instead of running away. So this is why I admire Billie Eilish so much. So this is the end of my presentation, and now is Q&A session.
Right, so thank you very much. Yeah, I think again, so thank you for sharing so much about Billie Eilish. I believe that after the presentation, most of you will know a bit more about this musician here. I guess we have maybe some fans of Billie Eilish here. So now, can we start with any question or comments? Again, if you'd like to speak, just turn the mic.
This is Kerwin.
Yes?
And I found out the background color of your slide is black. And I think it's quite good because it fits the Billie Eilish, the person, and also the content of your presentation. So I want to ask Ainsley whether you choose this color on purpose because of this reason, or you have other reasons.
Yes, I chose this on purpose because most of Billie Eilish's pictures are weird and creepy. Like this one, she eat a real spider in her mouth. So I think the black will fit her.
Yeah. Okay. And I like that the design.
Thank you.
Right, thank you, Irving, for pointing this out. Yeah, I think a normally darker backdrop is always a good choice, especially when the choice of the color fits the theme of your presentation here. Good. So can we have another question or comment?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I think Ainsley mentioned about Billie's lyrics and how it means a lot to the Generation Z. So I would like to ask, what is your favorite lyrics of her songs?
Her favorite. I think I only heard the full song is Bad Guy, and I think I love the lyric "I'm the bad guy" because I think the voice, I can't make that voice. Have you guys ever heard that? It's this kind of shaking voice. This voice like God. Yeah, I think it's very cool.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Alex. Yeah, I think it's a good question. Yeah. So if you haven't listened to the song before, yeah, you can maybe try to check this one out after the presentation. Good. So can we have another question or comment? maybe even though you haven't heard of the singer before, maybe you will start to feel curious about the singer. Then you can also ask Ainsley some questions. You can also give some comments if you want to.
Actually, I don't have a question. Oh,
Yes.
okay, I just keep talking. But the first time I listened to Billie Eilish song is "No Time to Die," which was the theme song of just the 007 and James Bond last year. And the first feeling I feel about Billie Eilish song is just like what Ainsley said. It's just like a girl who is just so dark, and the the song lyrics are very creepy. Yeah, so I don't have any question, but I just want to share that my feelings to this girl is same as what Ainsley shared to us.
All right. Thank you, Kevin, for sharing with us what you think. Okay, I think so. Now we have another question from Alex.
Hi, Ainsley. Thanks you for your informative presentation. So I know Billy is a kind of controversial star. I believe that you do a lot of research before preparing this presentation. I don't know whether you know that she has some negative news, like she say words that is unrespectful to Asian, or she makes jokes on LGBTQ community. So I want to ask about your personal opinion of this negative news, or do you think this news will lessen her influence? Yes, thank you.
Um, I think it's okay because I think many people have positive side and negative side, and being influential doesn't mean that it has to be positive. Maybe sometimes will be negative, but she's still influential because she just say that thing, and many people say that thing, but you just notice Billie Eilish say that thing. So that means how she is influential because you notice her. And I think in my I know the negative news of course, but I just want to focus on what brings positive things, what should bring to what positive things should bring to us. Yes.
Yeah, I understand. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I think it's another really interesting question. I think Ainsley also answered the question well. Yeah, I think it's always very tough to be a public figure. Yeah, people will scrutinize everything you said, everything you do. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I think. Okay. I think I just heard Phoebe. Yeah. Sorry. I think Phoebe, you're using your name in Chinese. Yeah. So sometimes
Yeah.
yeah, so I can match that with English, but I know now you're Phoebe, right? So don't worry.
Right.
All right, good. Okay, so then thank you very much. Let's also give Ainsley another big hand for a presentation. All right, so I think then we can also move on now to our next presenter.